This particular film did what no other film could do for Hong Kong cinema. This was absolutely a turning point for said industry and also Jackie Chan's career. Drunken Master 1978 was a fantastic introduction to a certain kind of cinema that, well, is very common today. Back then, martial arts movies like Bruce Lee's movies were very serious and very, well, you could say absolutely serious. What this particular film, Drunken Master, did so well, so wonderfully well, was blend the seriousness of a martial arts movie and, well, it blended it well with slapstick comedy. This particular film had a unique fight choreography, the drunken boxing style. This was a signature fighting style, the Zui Quan. It looked unorthodox, unpredictable, and very entertaining. Now, just what is this drunken boxing Zui Guan, or drunken fist as they say, is a traditional Chinese martial arts style that imitates the movement of a drunk person, loose, floppy limbs, sudden burst of speed, swaying and falling motions, and unpredictable rhythm. But one mustn't be fooled by this particular strategy as it is deceptively strategic. Underneath the sloppy appearance is a highly skilled, agile, and a flexible fighting form. As this particular body movements that this individual has while doing said movements confuses the opponents. Its unconventional angles of attack confuses the actual opponent. It exploits momentum and misdirection and emphasizes fluidity, balance, and core strength. Now, this is how Mr. Chan made it so iconic. He just didn't perform these particular fists or these drunken fists, he reinvented it absolutely cinematically. He did the physical comedy within the combat, he used the swing, staggering style to sneak in absolute humor during absolute intense fights. For example, pretending to fall or stumble only to counterattack at the last second. The drunk like expressions and the mannerisms that mimic a drunkard made the fights feel like theater, part action and part clowning. His version of the fist of the drunken fist involved these said moments or movements, backflips from the ground, elaborate dodges and rolls, extreme limb flexibility, and the core control to stay balanced even in off balance poses. It was visually very beautiful, it was absolutely stunning and required near superhuman control of the body. Each form in this particular place from Jackie Chan had a personality. Jackie Chan learns 8 drunken immortals, each form inspired by a legendary Chinese figure. This particular thing gave variety to each fight, a sense of storytelling through movement, and moments of strategy during combat. Now, here's another reason why this particular film worked so well and why it was a game changer. It had character humor. Wong Fei Hong as a lovable rogue. Jackie Chan plays this particular role not as a noble hero, but he's a brat. He's pretty arrogant. He's a playful troublemaker. He has a habit during fights to cheat. He gets slapped when he tries to flirt because he does that a lot. And the pranks that he pulls shows this humorous side of him. He also gets beaten up by his own father. And this setup makes the audience laugh at him, relate to him, and also root for his growth. Another reason why this film was so revolutionary and worked was because of the visual slapstick. Martial arts meets Chaplin. Jackie Chan was extremely influenced by silent film comedians like Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin. It shows in the following ways that he keeps slipping on objects, flailing arms, and exaggerated falls, dodging attacks with silly or unexpected moves, reacting to pain in theatrical ways, and using props for creativity or props creatively. One thing the movie does very well is sometimes the humor slips. Sometimes when Wong gets beaten up brutally or is shamed or is, well, looking like a failure, you care for him. And that's what this film does absolutely well. It briefly lifts the humor, and when you are attached to the character, it makes you care for his failures and makes you want to, or makes you want him to overcome all this. This film was absolutely legacy defining as it kick-started Jackie Chan's career. It was a breakout role for this particular legend. This clumsy hero became the template for decades of action comedy leads across Asia and even in Hollywood. Without this mix of humor and action, there would be no Police Story or Project A, Stephen Chow's Kung Fu Hustle, and even Western films like Rush Hour, The Legend of the Drunken Master, or Shanghai Noon.